What's going on, guys? Zach Perna here, and today we are bulking on a budget. So I'm gonna meal prep 4 days worth of food, bulking recipes, cheap, delicious, and very easy. Let's do it. We're going to Aldi, guys, because bulking on a budget videos have to be done on a budget. Aldi is budget friendly. They're usually not camera friendly though, so we'll see about that. If you want to get the cheapest possible foods, I highly recommend going to like a market, but I don't live anywhere near a market, so Aldi it is. I don't have any baskets or anything. I don't even have a coin. I'm not being too poor for Aldi. Bro, it's so quiet. It's like super quiet. We're already down on our budget. Is this like the quietest store in the world right now? I feel like I'm not even allowed to talk. You're not allowed to speak when you walk in this store. I need some steaks. So my trick with steaks, we're gonna grill these. So you want them to be the cheapest price per kilogram, which means we might have to get like a fair bit of stuff. Let's have a look. 22 a kilo, 27, 22. It's not horrible. That's the best we're gonna get, I reckon. 22 a kilo. Okay, we need eggs. I need to ask for help. This will be the test. Excuse me, where are the eggs?
It's around the front where the bread is.
Oh, cool, thank you. I'm going back in. That's butter. I thought it was yogurt. That's bulking way too much. Yeah, that looks good. You know, I'll get a big one. Better price per kilo. Just like keeps the congestion around that area. Okay, need me some nuts. Actually, I have one that's at home. All good. We're doing really well so far. Eggs. 60 cents per 100 grams. There's a couple more things. We need our carbs, oats and rice. You could pretty much just bulk on a budget with this, actually. I could cut the whole video right here and just go portion that out 3 times a day, 7 days, you guys are done. It's protein, it's just protein, right? Here we go. So cheap, just a staple in every bulking diet. Oats and rice should be a staple in everyone's. And we have them both. Excuse me, mate, do you have kimchi here? No. Damn it. Okay, well that's all we're gonna get then. Oh, there's eggs in here, I shouldn't do that. And now we wait. Oh, so, wait. Keep on your toes.
For the instructions, please take the topping first.
You got the butter, we're good to go. All right, so there's 2 problems. 1, we don't have any containers. 2, we might need to get kimchi. And 3, I don't have any vanilla protein at home. What should I do? Okay, let's go home and check what protein I do have. If I have strawberry, we'll do it. Otherwise, we'll have to go back and I'll get some more. Because this overnight oats that I'm doing tastes so good, but it uses vanilla protein. That was very successful, I reckon. I deliberately asked for help and they looked at you, looked at me and they're like, okay. So I think it's allowed now. That's officially allowed. All right, food is secured. Let's go home and cook up a storm. That old guy was gonna knock you out. He saw it and he's like, fuck this guy. It's like they don't even want you in the vicinity. Like they don't care if the camera's pointed away. They're like, I hate you. I thought you were actually gonna have a punch on in the middle of the Aldi. Change his video title to like videographer versus old man beatdown. Oh! That's actually good. So guys, I'm gonna show you this is my favorite meal, hands down. This breakfast has been my favorite meal. That's why I'm making 8 of them, because I'm literally just gonna consume all of these over the next few days. This is an overnight oats. Now, that does make me sound like super basic. Hey guys, we're gonna make my favorite overnight oats, but it's really, really good. So oats is, like I said, it's a bulking staple. And this is possibly the easiest meal you'll ever make. I'm just gonna try and portion this out relatively evenly. See, what you do from here is go to your pantry and get whatever dried fruit and nuts you can. This is more of a budget because you're stealing from your own pantry, especially if you live at home, it works great. So I'm gonna grab, this is what I found. If your pantry has this, it's ideal. Walnuts and dates are super calorie dense. The ones in the fridge are more expensive. You can get the ones in the packet, they should be a bit cheaper. Or, worst case, sultanas. Any dried fruit work. And when these soak up, they get so good. Now, if you're cutting, I probably wouldn't do this. The dried fruit just adds up. It ends up being pretty calorie dense. Just pure sugars. But if we're bulking, yes, we'll chuck some walnuts in. Now, I already crushed my nuts before this, so these are already chopped. Grabbed a hammer, put the nuts on the bench and just whack them. I'm telling you, this is like literally the easiest meal you'll ever make. Then you just gotta chop up a bunch of extra stuff. So dates on and just roughly chop these. Quite possibly the worst things to fucking chop. Okay. I reckon this meal will last probably 4 days I've done. 4 days works really, really well with this. Anything more than that, probably go a bit gross, I reckon. Basically, last dry ingredient, where are my apples? I'll go half an apple per dish. They smell like ass. What do these apples smell? Probably should wash them actually. I would get killed if I didn't wash those after saying that. Yeah, I'm just scrubbing them. The one time people never forgave me for this was that I don't wash my meat. Let me be clear. I don't wash my chicken. I feel like there's mixed reviews. Some people wash their chicken, some people don't. It always caused arguments in the comments. So I'm curious. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, Julian, I have to ask you a question. Is that good enough? Like that's how I usually peel my apples like that, right? I'll chuck this out. Would you agree, or do you think that's being wasteful?
See, I'd nibble off the rest of it.
What if you cut it? Do you reckon that's still too much? There's too much meat on here still?
I think so.
Okay, you're like Izzy. My girlfriend does like, I'll tell you what she does. I chop apples and she tells me it's done at that point. Actually, no, probably like that.
No, I'd say before.
Really? Nah, see, it ends up tasting weird. See, I have to chuck these bits out because I don't like that. This is too Corey for me. This is so bad. I'm like bulking on a budget, I'm chucking out food. It's just not the same. I'm chucking them out. Forget that, guys. I feel like I'm gonna chop my finger off one day, but I just don't know when it is. Can you imagine that on a video if I chop my finger off? Like, for the views maybe, but... This might do us. We'll see how we go. I reckon we're good. Perfect. So we chuck a protein shake in this as well. This flavor is just, it's ridiculous. Favorite protein I've ever had, and I've had a lot of proteins. I've had a heap of proteins. And this one, the vanilla oxyweight, it's Old Faithful. You guys can get some, Zach10 at ehplabs.com. Great. It just tastes like a milkshake. Yet I treat it with such disrespect. Okay, so let's go 8 scoops. Fucking whole tub later, And what do we need milk-wise? I'd say probably 300 ml of milk per one, maybe. Okay, definitely overfilled it, but 100% you can always overfill the mark on blenders. Just a fact. A little bit worried about it. It just takes 20 years to get going, this thing. You ready? There we go. Okay. All right, now we just evenly distribute. Some for you. Yeah, you can have some as well. Oh shit, I think I'm running low. Oh no, let's do another one. If you want it to be smart, you just weigh this. That's usually what I do if I do like a small batch, but I was trying to be quick here. Now, give it a mix. If you don't mix this, it kind of ruins it. Don't know why, it just sticks together. It's not it. Make sure the oats get fully penetrated. I want every oat to get double penetrated by the protein and the milk. So once the oats have been double penetrated, then we can add the final ingredient. Good DP action going on here. So dusting of cinnamon. If you get the cinnamon from like the markets, like the spice markets, it's so good. Worth doing, like way better than the store-bought cinnamon. The store-bought one, it's like concentrated. It makes you like cough. This actually tastes good. You could have a whole teaspoon, easy. And that is pretty much done. So when I serve this, leave it in the fridge at least a night. And then when I serve it, I have yogurt on top, dollop of yogurt, a little bit of honey if you want, if you like it sweet. That is meal one, done. So I already cooked this rice earlier. I use sushi rice as well. It's probably not the cheapest. Cheapest maybe basmati or jasmine. But if you don't have a rice cooker, just get one. Such a lifesaver. I probably cook 3 to 4 days worth of rice at one time. This meal, if you've seen my videos before, you will know about this meal because it's just my favorite. It's probably the most favorited meal on my whole channel. It's regs. That gives us around 250 grams of rice per meal, because we're gonna do 4 meals of these. And egg-wise, we want 5 eggs per meal, because that's around 30 grams, 35 grams of protein. I'm just gonna make it in one big batch, see what happens. What do you reckon the most offensive way to crack an egg is?
I've seen someone before pick one up and just crush it in their hand.
I'll try it, I'll see how it feels. So crack your eggs. I fucking can't even do it. I actually can't do it. Oh! Did you see where that went? I don't think anything went in here. Why'd you tell me to do this? That just exploded at each end and redecorated the whole kitchen. How far did that go? Like, that's 1, 2, 3, 5. It went 5 meters. I'm kind of impressed, but that's like absolutely disgusting. Oh well, don't do eggs like that. Don't crush eggs like that. That exploded. Eggs are deceptively strong. Okay, that's 20. I've got to clean this shit up before it dries. It's impressive. If anybody can do 5 meters, if anybody can beat 5 meters, one hand fisted egg crack, and if it beats 6 meters, I'll pay $100. And I need footage of it too. Tag me on Instagram. Okay, well at least we have our bowl of egg rice. Oh, that sounds just not good. This is actually just rice cereal right now. You just eat it like this. You just have the whole bowl. I'm gonna fry this bad boy up. So you can have, if you put hot rice in a bowl with 1 egg and the rice is hot enough and you whisk it, it's raw and you can eat it. This, if you try to eat this raw, egg's obviously not cooked and it's disgusting and you'll vomit. But what happens when you put hot rice with 1 egg, it like partially cooks it. Actually really good, but there's not much protein in 1 egg, so you're gonna need a knob for this recipe. Butter or oil, it actually doesn't matter with this one. It's up to you, whatever you've got. Both taste really good. And I'm just gonna dump this in. Ooh. We just keep stirring. It is a lot of eggs. God, it's like a fine workout doing this. Yeah, this is just training. I just don't want to burn this because if you burn egg, there's nothing worse than burn egg, I reckon. The taste of that is just, it'll put you off food for life. I'm getting hot doing this. This is actually like hit. Like cardio in the kitchen. Okay, that's cooked. That's basically cooked now. It's still soft, but I mean, that's how I like it. Otherwise it gets too dry and gross. So she's cooked. I can fill these up, I reckon. So a few different ways you can actually eat this. One, by itself, with no sauces, nothing, still pretty good. Secondly, with roasted sesame, Kewpie sauce, elite. That was like my go-to always. You can get this from Woolies, Coles, anything. I've just had it too much. So to me, it's like tequila. The smell of it, I just go, ugh. Another good one is sweet soy. This one. It's like a sweet, I nearly said it's like a sweet soy. Pretty much what it is. It just works on everything. A little bulking hack. If you have something sweet with your savory meal, it allows you to keep eating more. So if you get like really full and you have something sweet, it kind of reignites the appetite again because the part of your taste that is for sweet basically makes you keep eating. So it's a little hack if you want to eat more. And if you're a savage, you can just go with straight Kewpie mayo. But for a long time, I actually had like no sauces too, and it's still totally fine. So that is the famous regs. So this last meal is Korean barbecue inspired beef bowl. If you want, you can go all out with this because when you go to Korean barbecue and you get all those little sides and sauces and accessories and this and that, there's like a million things. I've done it before where I added heaps of them and it actually worked really, really well. But I know what you guys like, and for the most part, you guys like stuff that's easy and it's simple, minimal ingredients, it just gets the job done. So that's what I'm gonna give you guys today. So first of all, you need some beef. Whatever steak you can cook that's the cheapest. The cheapest one we had was porterhouse today. We're gonna cook that up in a second, and then we're gonna need to add our sauces. The sauces, honestly, are what makes this meal what it is. If you have these sauces, you'll be like, okay, this reminds me of Korean barbecue, and that's all I really need. So I'm just gonna load these up with rice first. Yeah, it's on. If in doubt, just put your face on it. Oh, fuck, that's hot. It's on. You can assault them. Always assault your meat, guys. It's just part of being a good chef. Cool. Don't know if I need that much oil, but it'll make it look cool. There's no sizzle yet, but it'll happen. Just trying to get the water off them. Yeah, that's hot. This is all covered in egg. It's so gross. That's looking good. Wow, these are cooking quickly. Just gonna let these chill for a sec. I'm just gonna get this fat off because porterhouses have bits of like gristle and fat on the edges of them. That's it's not as nice. Final touches, finishing touches on this, because now it's just beef and rice, right? So it's like, what the hell's Korean about this? But just wait, we'll put some kimchi with it. So I like to have this one fresh, so I'm not gonna put it with the meals now, I'll just add it later. But just so you guys know, have as much of this as you want, because it's really good for gut health and it tastes great. But these are the next couple secret ingredients. If you want, you can skimp out on these. Doesn't really matter, but I highly recommend you grab them because it will change the game. Check this out, samjang. So this is that red sauce, you know the red sauce of Korean barbecue? That's this. And it's just a game changer. So you don't need much because it's really strong. But I like to dip like the steak in this basically. So I'll just put that on the side there because it's kind of like a paste. You can't really drip it. Maybe like half a teaspoon or something. That's probably enough. And this sesame oil. So you'll have to get this one too because both the sesame oil and samjang you have to get from like an Asian store or a Korean store. See if you can find this brand. It's just so good. Don't know why. It's just different. It's like really roasted. Way better than the sesame oil you get here in Australia. And I saw in Korea they had this brand as well. So it must be legit. I would just like put a rough drizzle either over the steak or over the rice. But it gives it that flavor. And if it's salted enough, it's perfect. I'll do a taste. That grill was hot. Steak's like well done. If you eat steak well done, you're a psycho. I'm not sure if you guys knew that.
How do you like a steak?
Medium rare. I feel like it's the only way to eat a steak. If I'm out for dinner with someone, they say they have a steak well done, I'm like, I have to leave. I think I actually need to leave because you're a psycho. Shit, we did it. That's it. That's the entire day. So there you guys have it. The macros for each one were on the screen. We can put up the total daily calories here as well. We have overnight oats. I made 8 of these because I just live for them and I'm gonna have them all the time. We have regs, also very delicious. And we have basically beef and rice, however you want it. Beef and rice or Korean barbecue inspired beef bowl. Anyway, these are legit. Once you try these, I think that will probably be your favorite because that's my favorite. The regs is just delicious. All of this stuff is really, really good. Obviously, you're gonna need to add or change ingredients as you go because this is probably not your daily calories, so figure it out. But let me know in the comments below what you guys wanna see. Cutting videos or bulking videos, and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well because one of the next videos I'm bringing out is another one of these, but it's like a slow cooked edition and the meals are game changing. I wanted to do it today but I didn't have time. Slow cook takes days. But make sure you hit that subscribe button guys, and you guys know what to do. Stay massive.